Alrighty, so carrying on what we were doing there, got cut off because the video ended. So I put title there, and then I'm just going to put it here as well. Just close my div. Alright, and that way I can just come up here and do it to the title. So I'm going to do, and actually I'm going to make one for this chunk as well. So I'll put a div up here, and let's just go back, 1, 2, and we'll do a div, and ID is equal to add text, we'll say add text. Oops, I didn't put my quotes in there. Okay, quotes, and then I need to close. We're going to go ahead and tab that, and then I'm just going to back this up, and we will close this. Now you'll see that this is showing up as that. I'm not sure why that's happening. So when you click on one, it should highlight the one behind it, so I'm not sure why that's happening. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the title one. So title, and okay, and we are going to go ahead and do, I'm just going to do kind of the same thing again. I'm going to do position, and we will say relative. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and do left. And we're going to do left, but I want this to be able to kind of organically move with the image and stuff. Actually, for that matter, I'm going to take this. Well, we'll do that afterwards. We're going to do left, and I'm going to say, we'll say 25%. Okay. And then we're going to do top. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do absolute pixels to make this a little bit easier, actually. We're going to go, we'll say 200 pixels, okay? And then the top, we're going to say, it's taller than it is. We'll say 300, all right, pixels, okay? And then if I click in here, you'll see it pops out, and it's kind of right in the middle, which is nice. The other thing I'm going to do with the, let me see, text is the whole thing, right? So I'm going to change all of the colors of the text here to, so I'm going to go color, and I'm just going to go, and now you can see this little pop-up comes up, so I can actually choose exactly what I want. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to make this, it's kind of a green, so I guess we'll go with red. We'll go like that. Click on here, and now you'll see all the text is red. Okay, that's pretty great. This is the worst possible image to do this on. I might switch my image out, but we could do that later on. The principles are still all the same. Don't make it look this ugly. Where are we? Where was I doing that? Right here. Okay, so, I didn't put my thing on there. I'm also going to, actually, I'm not going to put that here. Title here, I'm going to change my font size. So, font, and you'll see it'll pop up. Scroll down, font size, and I'm going to make it, we'll try 36. Let's see what that does. I just got to click in here. Okay, that made it pretty large, so let's make that a little less. Where are you? 36 didn't seem like it was that much. Okay, so let's do, let's try 18. See what that does. See, 18's, I'm going to 24, because 18 doesn't look quite great either. Where is this? Keep missing my, here it is. 24 we're going to go with. Alright, 24. Beauteous. Okay, I'm clicking here, and it'll look like that. Alright. Now, I'm going to do another one of these, hashtag, and we're going to do, this one is going to be add text, I think is what it was, right? Add text. And, okay, so we're going to do position again, and we will also do relative again. Okay, and then I'm going to do my left. Okay, and we're going to do, what did I do? 200. We're going to do 200. 200 px. Okay. And then I'll do top. Oops, I meant top. Top. Okay. And then we'll do, what did I do? 300. So let's do 400. Okay. And then close this out. And it should be, okay, so 400 is a little more than we need. Let's just do 325. See what that gives us. Okay, 325 looks good. Okay, so that puts that there, that puts that there. Now what I want to do is I want to move each one of these individually over a little bit more. So I'm going to, on each one of these, I'm going to put I don't want to make these block level, so I'm actually going to do spans on these. Okay, ID and good, and I'm just going to say first text. It's not a good name for it, but okay, and then I'll just do the closing, and it automatically will know. All right, do the same thing here. Span, good. ID, good, and we'll do second text. Oops. Not that this really matters. I just like to use camel case. Okay, and then we'll do the closing span. Okay. Oops. Didn't put the. There we go. Backslash. There we go. Okay, and then we'll do another span. Span. D. Good, and this will be third text. Okay, close that out. Do another one here. Good. Okay, so now what I can do is do this. So I'm gonna these are also still IDs, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do first text. Okay, and we're gonna do position again. Position, good, and then we're gonna do relative. Okay. And then I'm going to say left. I'm not going to worry about the top quite yet because I only need to do the one. And we're just going to say, actually I don't need to do any one for this because this is actually going to be where it is anyway. But we'll just do it like that anyway. Okay, so then we'll do the second one. Second text. Okay. And position. Good. Relative. Good. And left. Good. And this time we're going to do 25 pixels. Okay, and then I'm going to do top, good, and we're going to do 5 pixels. Actually, we're not going to do any. We're going to leave that alone. I only need to do the one. Okay, and then we're going to do hashtag third text, boom, and position, good, again relative, okay, and then we're going to do left again. And this time we're going to do 50. Okay. And then when I click over here, you'll see how it offset them. Okay, so they could probably go more. So I'm going to do, we'll do 100 and then maybe 200 here. 200. See what that does. There we go. I'm also going to take my add text here, which I think is, yeah, that's that. Though I'm going to take that and increase the font size because it feels a little small. So we're going to do, actually first we'll do color. Color, okay. Choose a color, make white, good. And then we're also going to do font size. Okay, and we're going to make this 14. Okay, if I click back on here. Okay, apparently it was already 14. Let's go ahead and do, where are you? Add text. We're going to do 18. Okay, there. Great. Now, I think what I'm going to do also, just to help this, maybe help this part stand out, is actually give it like a background color. Okay, so, and if you look, that is, I think I have a div called title around it, right? So, actually what I'm going to do is put a background around this whole thing, around this whole text section. So where's text? This is what? Text, I just called it. So text, okay. So I'm going to do background, background dash color, okay. And we'll click on color. And because it's kind of green back there, I'm actually going to go ahead and if you click and drag, I'm holding it down. I'm going to go over here and actually sample a color from there. Now, if right here, this is working with HSLA, right? So that's hue, saturation, lightness, and alpha, which means I can actually adjust the transparency. So I'm going to put a little bit of transparency there. I'm going to make it a little bit more like less saturated or a little bit lighter value-wise. And maybe I'll even pull it this way down a little bit here to make it less saturated. And I'm going to go a little bit more. Good. And I'll click over here. Oh, crap. I forgot because I moved that over. I should have done it to the whole thing in general. Okay. So what I'm going to actually do is, see how like it doesn't always do what you want. Where is that? I did the color here. I did on text, right? So I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna cut it out of there, and we're just gonna put it right on the title section here. All right, so I just paste it there, and then it should be okay. Thought I clicked here. Okay, now it should be around. There you go. Now it's around that, right? The other thing I want to do, because you see that's right to the edge, I'm going to increase my padding. Okay, so where's the title here? So we're going to go to padding. And what that's going to do is the distance between the text and the end of the background and where the border starts. So I'm going to go ahead and make that, we'll say 10 pixels. I don't know exactly what it needs to be. Okay. So if you look, it did a lot for the top and bottom. It only did a little for this side for whatever reason. So I'm going to actually specifically do top and bottom. So padding, we'll do padding top. Okay. And we're going to make that, we'll say 2 pixels. All right, I'm just going to copy this, Command C. Enter, Command V. Actually, you know what? We can do shorthand for this instead of doing each one individually. So I'm just going to do padding. Okay, and then I believe it starts at the left. So we're going to say on this side, we're going to do 10 pixels. And then 10, or actually, sorry, we're going to say 2 pixels. And then we'll say 10 pixels. And then we'll say 2 pixels. And what I want to do is make sure that's 2 and not 1. Click over here. Ugh, didn't give me what I was hoping for. Okay. Let's try this again. We're just going to go ahead and do it the other way. So I'm going to do top. Oops. And we're going to do 2 px. Padding. Bottom. And again, we'll do 2 pixels. Padding. Left, and we're gonna do 10 pixels there, and padding right, and we'll do another 10 pixels there. Okay, click in here, you can see us a little bit better. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put 0 on the padding for my top and bottom on here. Where are you? Here we go. I'm just gonna put 0 because it's getting enough from something. There we go. Good. And that gives me a little bit more room around it. Looks a little bit nicer. Now down here, I'm just going to go ahead and make the background red for the text part here. So background color. Choose a color. And I'm just going to click and hold. I'm actually going to just sample the red from up here. Good. It's always good to try and limit the number of colors that you use. And then if we... All right. Apparently I put in the wrong one again. Command X. So let's put it in here. Command V. Oops, Command V. Let's see. There we go. So it was in that one. Put in the wrong one. Okay. And I could just kind of do. I'm just gonna copy this. Command C. Put that in here. Command V. All right. And that makes it look a little bit better. Okay. And good. That's something. Okay. I just want to make a really long video, but that should give you kind of an idea. And you have all the options that you could think of to make your ad. So I would probably have cropped this image a little bit better and done a little bit more with the text and stuff, but at least it's sort of okay. Okay. Then I would just save this, and it should save right to the thing, and then you have your folder and you're all good. So good luck.